Good morning, everyone. I'm out here in one of my most favorite spots, our screened-in porch. I'm super excited to get this place cleaned off. It's quite a mess. It's been neglected through the winter, and just every spring we got to get out here and just hose the whole thing down and get it clean and try to keep up with the pollen and things that get all over it. I made my own latte this morning, so I thought I'd come out here. It's a little chillier than I thought. It's about 51 degrees, but it feels great though. And I'm just excited to see the sun and ready to get this thing cleaned off. And hopefully it'll not take me too long and we can get out here and enjoy this outdoor space. So I'm just going to get started here, cleaning up kind of the mess that we've got going on from planting some seeds and some toys and things that were left on the porch. I'm just going to kind of get everything off the porch that can't be wet, can't get hosed down. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome if you're new here. I'm so happy to have you. So glad you all stopped by. To those of you that are new, my name is Laura. I'm a mama of 4 and a wife, and I make videos doing DIYs, cleaning, organization, things like that. If that interests you, I would love to have you subscribe and hit the like button and join our family here. I just love meeting everybody. I'm pretty new here on YouTube as far as making videos. I've been making them for a couple months now, I think, since December, and I'm just loving it. It's so much fun, and I'm just loving meeting like everybody. The community here is awesome. Thank you all so much for being a part of my channel. So I went to Lowe's and got a new hose. Our old one had busted, and so I knew this season I was going to need a new one. And the guy at Lowe's recommended this one. It's supposed to be a lot lighter weight, and it really is. Like, it comes out real thin, and then the water goes through it. It's kind of like one of those growing hoses that like gets bigger as the water goes through, but it's not exactly like that. But it's really tough, and it came with a 5-year warranty, so I think it's going to be really good. I was struggling a lot here trying to get the box open. I mean, it was taped. I don't think anybody was going to get into it. I should have went and got scissors, but sometimes I'm like that. I just sit there and try to rip it myself. I also got a new nozzle at Lowe's and then a holder to wrap the hose up on that we need to put on the side of the house. But the nozzle was only $4.98, I think, and it's got like a twisty thing at the end of it and like a trigger pull, and so the twisty thing can take it out as far as like a cone shape or back into like a really hard sort of power wash. So that was really good for washing off the porch. So after I got everything hosed down, I like to turn the ceiling fans on and just kind of let everything get good and dry. But I wanted to clean the fans first because they were pretty nasty, all the dust from the winter up on there. So I saw this, another YouTuber used like a pillowcase to go over the fan blades and like wipe the dust, and so it goes into your old pillowcase. I thought that was such a good idea, and it worked really nice. There was no like dust flying all over the place, making me cough and things. It really cut down on how much dust was flying around. Now to just let everything air dry. I did take some towels and dry a few things off, but mostly just let the fans do their thing and let everything kind of air dry. I don't really like to soak this wood table, and it's probably not a good idea, but sometimes I do hose it off and I just try to hurry and get it dry. It actually repels the water pretty well. I'm thinking about painting it maybe or refinishing it. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you have an idea what I should do. Should I paint it, stain it, leave it as is? So suddenly now it's the next day. I had some things I needed to get done, and I just thought I'd let the porch kind of dry out overnight anyway. And so I'm out here now just finishing cleaning up some of the things that I couldn't hose down and get wet. So this is a little water fountain that I just love having out here on the porch. It's so peaceful when it's plugged in. The water kind of trickles down the stones and into the bottom. I actually picked this up at a yard sale one time. I stopped by and saw it sitting there and got this and a porch swing at the same time. So we've had it for a while, but it gets kind of gross, the rocks and things after a while. So I just kind of wiped it down. I soaked the rocks in some water to get the dust and grime off of them. So you could see the water was pretty gross that the rocks come out of. So I just kind of let the rocks dry on the towel and get them all dried up, and then I just put them back on the little tray, just kind of around the water fountain. I'm just kind of wiping down some of the water spots and things that were left on the table from the night before. It might even be some pollen even after one day. The pollen count here is just crazy right now. It's just blowing through the wind, and it's just so hard to keep up with right now. But there was definitely a thin layer of something on the table, even though I just cleaned it the night before. I know all of our allergies have been going a little bit crazy right now. It'll just be something I'll have to keep up with quite a bit here for the next couple weeks. This is a basket of kind of porch toys they had out here for the kids, and they keep their basketball in there and a couple different items. So I just kind of tuck that away back here behind the swing. And then that big tarp actually belongs in the garage. I tried to pick it up to move it, but it's super heavy. So I'm gonna have to get my husband or son to move that one out there. So that is gonna be it for part 1. You can see I still have a lot of work to do, but most of the cleaning is done. I'm just ready to decorate and get this porch kind of spruced up and cozy. I got these new pillows for the swing from At Home, and I'm excited to put those on and just get everything decorated. So I hope you'll join me for part 2, the second video, which will be coming up soon, and we'll decorate the porch and get it all ready for spring.